rather than having money sit in your checking account waiting for that bill to be paid, I could be saving $3, $4, $6, $8, $9 per day just by having money that's already going to leave our economy. I'm saving, so I'm
Exactly.
technically reducing my cost of living, and my savings rate is performing much higher than if I were to have that money in a high yield savings account earning 4 or 5% right now. Insane, right? Because I'm saving a whole dollar where it takes them, you're earning 5% on $1.
Yeah.
That's all you're getting. I'm getting a whole dollar in savings for every interest dollar I save, and that's tax free. And it's liquid and available to use again for a later
Mhm.
future expense. Again, same stuff. So let me share the screen here.
So this is kind of what you were just doing, but I'm just having it broken down on a quote unquote monthly basis. So this person, let's just say they earn $7,500. I'm going to put it on the second day just so we can see the difference in payment between the two.
Yeah.
So family earns it on the first and they earn $7,500 on the 15th. Again, that's compounding. They go from 96.21 to 94.4. And then additionally, they go down to 92.6. They're saving a boatload of money without paying any bills. This person's just saving $81 this month in interest. That's dinner with your wife. That's dinner with your fiance. That's, taking a night off and going and enjoying yourself with your friends, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you paid your bills off, let's say this person right here pays $9,000 in credit card and all the other housing bills. They pay it on the 16th earlier in the month. Their difference or what they're saving, this is the difference right here, is their saving goes down pretty drastically. But if that same person was to wait to the end of the month to pay their credit card off and all of their other bills, then their savings is going to increase. It's really the time value of money. It's better to hold your money into your account as
For
long
sure.
as possible until you need to pay it off.
Yeah. And you know
And
what?
that
We could even run, okay, how much money do I need to store in a high yield savings account to earn $74 in 1 month? Right? Like when we
Mhm.
look at that, like understand like there's a huge value in terms of how we're saving money versus how a majority of other people are saving money,
Mhm.
right? And then again, taking a look at the escrow, there's no escrow
No
in
escrow.
in the function of this product. So again, there's dollars that are waiting to be spent on an annual basis that, oh my goodness, could be saving you hundreds of dollars just by having that annual expense sit in the all-in-one for 364 days until the one day out of the year that that payment's due.
Yep. And here's a few other.
$364 times, say, $2 in savings, that's $728 in savings.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
boatload of money more than you have in here.
yeah, that's insane.
So two things that I did kind of gloss over earlier is that I think are going to be important is that there is a ceiling on this loan, which is 6%. Your interest rate ceiling is 6% above where you start at,
Okay.
and there is a floor on the loan that is at 3.75. So if rates go to 3.75 or lower, your loan's at 3.75.
Yeah.
Now, on a purchase transaction only, there is something called an initial draw adjustment. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen um, so you guys could see myself. So essentially, this initial draw adjustment is go to Wells Fargo, go to Chase, go to whomever, and you want to open up a bank account, and they say, "Hey, give us $100, give us $5,000. Here's our initial opening balance requirement." The all-in-one has that same concept. It's just 1% of your loan amount at closing. So it is not a cost by any means. It is you taking money from your bank and making that your first deposit into the new bank. It goes from your left pocket, it gets put into your right
Okay.
pocket as part of the transaction.
Yeah. To basically not be maxed out the gate on the line. That's
Correct.
that's so
Because what happens if you got your documentation and you forgot to fill it and get it all set up and your payment comes out? Well, there's at least funds in there for that additional time
got it.
frame.
Yeah, I like that. Again, another kind of behavioral built-in thing that we want to see that people are getting this product for two reasons. Either you're trying to unlock equity to use it, or you're trying to unlock equity to accelerate other debts that you're trying to park in here. So we need space to do that.
Exactly.
And so when you on the buy of a property, when you initially buy it, your line of credit is maxed out, right? So you're saying 1% needs to initially go in there. In addition to our down payment, we need
Exactly.
money that's going to go into the line, and that's going to start the process of you automating your paychecks, bills, all that flow in and out. Super, super
Hmm.
important.